What's up, guys? Let's go look at how much money you need to be happy. So, another article came out built by investors, and investors talking about how much money it requires to be happy. Of course, this article is related to CNBC and other people pushing that paper. They say that's at about $483,000, which I find that complete BS. Let's put it out there right now because money at the end is a materialistic value. It's used to purchase goods and services. At the end, what makes a person happy? And after watching a bunch of different viewpoints and opinions, I found that people are saying that law of attraction, which a lot of people say it's BS, even bigger channels, I find there is some truth to that. For example, money will not always make you happy. And that definition is truth. It's like telling you a half truth and half lie. And the actual answer is this varies different from people to people. For example, if you make $400,000 a year, you reach the threshold, you make $483,000 a year, you're supposed to be happy. Then you move to a higher end neighborhood since you make that much money. Then you find out everyone else around you makes that amount of money. Then, of course, your happiness level will eventually catch up and it'll be stabilized, and you find it pretty dull. And this applies to literally everything. So, really, at the end, you gotta enjoy what you have. Enjoying what you have and what you can do to make what really defines whether or not how much money you use to make you happy. Someone can be making $50,000 a year and be happier than people making over $1 million a year. It depends on their lifestyle, it depends on the person. But overall, which category would people prefer to be in? Of course, more people prefer to be more wealthy because money, let's face it, solves a lot of problems. It might not always make you happy, but it can make your life a lot easier when those difficult situations come up. For example, as I mentioned before in my previous videos, is what happens you get your family member goes to the hospital, you have to pay that bill. Maybe you need some type of treatment. Unfortunately, this treatment's not like Europe or Canada, and that's a whole entire story for a different topic. But money would make your life easier. And at the same time is once you hit that threshold and you're still not happy, then you have to look at yourself. You have to enjoy the processes of where your income's coming in. For example, is if you're watching this video and not clicking subscribe down below is you got to understand that majority of people can't even watch my videos or can't even have a computer to watch what's going on around the world. If you're watching this video, you are way more fortunate than majority of people in the world. Think about people from other countries. It's not always about yourself. And if you sit back just to relax and think about it and enjoy what you have, you'll be more appreciative. That's why you see that a lot of big YouTubers now, once they hit that threshold, they don't know what to do with all that wealth and income. Of course, that's the whole point where I make different videos saying what you can do with your money besides investing. Because investing so much, you make a lot of money. At the end, what you're going to do with it. At the end is how you're going to spend it, how you're going to use to enjoy yourself. So you look at people who are millionaires and billionaires, they find a lot of enjoyment when they donate money. For example, Mr. Beast donates money to a lot of different other groups and charities and organizations and even gives out individually because he finds a lot of joy in that. Because people give out different emotional reactions. People in life like to see changes. Those changes allow us to elevate ourselves to become a better person, to create something new, to create something that I've never seen before. It's all about improvement. So if we want to stay stagnant all the time, eventually people will get bored. This same thing applies to money. So why do people, like, for example, like make $100,000 feel like once they move up to the next level, they feel like stabilized, they feel bored, or they don't feel not satisfied because they need a change. And that changes, and that answer for financial sense is to make more money, is to give yourself a challenge. And eventually, of course, very few people will hit to that level where it makes so much money to the point is it's starting to get boring. And of course, you could make that challenge by trying new businesses, new opportunities. Maybe try something you haven't done. But it is, unfortunately, this does not apply to everyone because some people really hit that plateau and don't know what to do. For example, not watching my video and not clicking subscribe button down below. But if you do that, you'll understand that money is not about everything, but it does make your life easier. So if you're watching my channel, then the first thing you do is how to get to that threshold where money is not an option. It's not really considered is part of your daily necessity, meaning is when you go out, you need to buy some, you don't have to think about it. That's the whole point. So basically looking at creating businesses, investing in yourself, opening yourself to more opportunities, for example, networking and businesses. If, for example, there's one guy in the comments said he was a lawyer making $500,000 a year. Are you satisfied with what you're doing? For example, if you're living in California, your $500,000 is not worth as much, same for someone living in Nevada, Texas, or Florida. Their $500,000 gonna be worth way more than someone worth in California because simple, prices. So you look at food, food will be cheaper. Gasoline and electricity, which is transportation, most likely will be cheaper. Housing will be cheaper, except for property tax, unless you're in like Nevada or Florida, and you have no income tax. Whether or not be happy or not, that will really depend on the person. So if you go to work making all that money, come home, you repeat and do the same thing every single day, and you don't see a change in your life, because sometimes change is a beneficial thing to help you become more wealthy. Meaning is it helps you think outside the box. If you're making like $500,000 a year, you feel really comfortable. And personally, yeah, some people don't like the change, but honestly, maybe deep inside, you feel like you want to do something different, but you're too afraid to do it. That's the time where you stagnate. And that's the time where people, like, say they move to a higher level of community, they move away from the place they were before. They feel like they haven't doing improvement. That's the best time to make changes. For example, opening a business involves a lot of moving parts. When you run a business, there's always constant change. It keeps you on your toes. And besides making all that money, there's always things you could do with that money. For example, investing, doing day trading, trying something out new. So if you want to become wealthy, the simple answer is there is actually not really one answer. It is basically go out there and try new things that you can sell a product or service and meet other people more like-minded in business and create a business opportunity for yourself. So money at the end is it's only a point in giving times to help you build a better lifestyle. And to get there is to you basically make more money by running businesses and running goods and service. And by sitting at home and just only watching my YouTube channel, and if you're not clicking subscribe down below, that's one option that you should be doing. And besides watching the channel, just go out there. Go out there, try something new. Try something new. It doesn't have to be financial sense, because at the end, making money and becoming really successful will really depend on your status, depending on how you define it. If you think making $100,000 a year you are successful, you are correct, because at the end only you can make yourself happy. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time.